Hey guys, it's Omni. I'm back here with part 2 of the update. I did have more stuff to talk about, but it's whatever. So, I'm sorry about my last video. My video didn't come out right. My mic was. I was trying out my new mic. I wasn't trying it out, I used it before, but it is newer than the previous videos than the mic I used in the previous videos I did. With my new mic, I go on Discord, talk to friends, I Skype with people, and it worked fine, but I guess when I recorded it, it did not work as good. So I switched back to my old mic and we'll see how it goes. So I did want to talk about some other stuff, but yeah, I'm just thinking about that video and it was pretty bad, so I apologize for that. I'll try to make this one better. So I'm not going to talk about the PS4 Slim anymore or the Xbox One S. I covered that in the last video. What I want to talk about is games in general and what's coming out and further down the line what's going on exactly. So I did say I was going to pick up Tomb Raider. I told you guys that. I will probably pick it up as let's see, it's coming out October 11th. I just looked at that, so I might pick it up around in a week or two. So I'll be playing that in a while. I'll record, put some vids on, maybe some commentary. We'll see how it goes. And just the other two games I pre-ordered was this year is Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 2.8. And personally, it's whatever. I don't know how to feel about the delay. I'm not gonna even get into that, but yeah, there's no other games I want to get this year except for I did want to get The Last Guardian, but priorities, right? And I'm trying to save up money. I want to move out of this house and into another one, so we'll see how it goes. And yeah. I do plan, and if they announce the PlayStation Neo in the September 7th event, then yes, I plan on getting it, because since they're not coming out with a PS5 anytime soon, I might as well get it, right? So, it's whatever. Next thing. Then games next year, it's too soon to say that. I pretty much have a list of games I'm getting next year. Like, of course, Final Fantasy VII remake, and Kingdom Hearts 3 if it even comes out next year, and Final Fantasy 12 remastered. That confused me. Because first I thought it was $60. I thought that's ridiculous. It's a remastered game. Why is it $60? But then I heard it was $50. I'm like, okay, that's less, but I mean, that's a bit much. I mean, it's a game we've all played before, and it was on the PS2, and now we're playing on PS4. Yes, but $50 for a game that was on the PS2? I don't know. It's a bit of a stretch. It's not $60, but it's not $40 either, which is a reasonable price. I would accept $40. That's kind of where remastered games draw the line, right? But they did add some new stuff, like a new soundtrack. Yeah, it was a new soundtrack, alternate soundtrack. Of course, it's a remastered, so they updated the modules and stuff. Made everything HD. I'm not gonna say upscaled. It wasn't upscaled. They actually went in the game in the code and just made everything better. But it's still the same game. So we're paying $60. We're paying $50 for a game we've played before, just in a different soundtrack, basically. So I mean, I guess I'm gonna get it probably. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just a matter. It's when I'm gonna get it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it day one, because for obvious reasons. I mean, $50, come on. And there's other games coming out around that time, so I'm not even sure if this has a release date, but we'll see. And let's see, what else was next year? God of War. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. I already know I pre-ordered Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know when God of War is coming out, but I do plan on getting it, of course. It's different. It's like a different kind of. It's a different kind of game, but you know, it's they're making it. They're doing a new approach to all the games we've gotten before, and that's good because you know some people get tired of it and we want you know something different, and they just went a different route, and I'm all for that, and we'll see how it goes. But what? The game I'm probably, besides Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I'm actually looking forward to the most is that new Spider-Man game. That's the one I really want. But okay, so I mean, it's more along the lines of Spider-Man 2, where it's like really open worlds, and it's kind of like an update. I want to say, from what I've heard in the interviews and stuff, it's kind of like an updated version of Spider-Man 2, so I'm looking forward to that. Now, okay, sorry if I'm sniffing a lot. I don't know if it's not a cold, it's just I have allergies, so that's probably what it is. But, now what's really, see, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know I'm making the updates a little bit more, I mean, a little less frequent. I said I was gonna do it weekly, but now it's just, I mean, not that I do that anyway. That's, you know, I have limited time now, so I'm probably gonna do monthly. But I'm only doing 2 updates now because I really didn't do anything last month, or the month before. So, you know, I'm just doing it now. I mean, I owe that much, and I know I'm recording a lot of old video games. I know people do that, but you know, people want to see old, new stuff, and there's just nothing worth playing right now that's new, except, well, the games that haven't even come out yet. I know what's the newest game? There was Uncharted 4, but that was back in May, and everyone's over it now. And Tomb Raider's not even new, technically. I mean, Rise of the Tomb Raider, it's not new. It's been out for a year. So, the newest game I'm probably going to play is Final Fantasy 15 whenever it comes out. And then Kingdom Hearts 2.8, but other than that, there's really not much. I also heard Gran Turismo Sport was delayed, but it doesn't look like it was delayed by that much. I've heard a lot of people complaining about it, but it was literally it's still coming out this year, so it's not a big deal. I know people are like, oh, isn't that the same case for Final Fantasy 15? And I'm like, that's completely different, because Final Fantasy 15 we've been waiting for that for 10 years, mind you. 10 years. And in that time, there was like, I want to say 3 Gran Turismo games, probably 4 Gran Turismo games, so, yeah, I mean, we did get Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2 and Lightning Returns, you know, it's just, whatever. Don't get me wrong, I do like Final Fantasy 13, it's not my favorite, but I do like Final Fantasy 13, and I do like 13-2 as well, to, you know, kind of confuse things with, you know, the usual confusing thing called time travel. I don't know where that came from. Like, Final Fantasy 13 had no signs of time travel at all. It was just crystals as usual, and 6 people in a party fighting enemies and stuff, blah blah, and you know, the usual Final Fantasy stuff, and then the ending, blah blah. Yeah, and then they come the next game, they just bring in time travel. They actually have a cutscene where 13-2, where at the ending of Final Fantasy 13, you know, I'm not gonna spoil it. You know what? I'm not gonna spoil it. Maybe I'll leave a video. Yeah, you know, I'll probably leave a video of it. But it was weird. It's just they just like spliced that in there like it was nothing. I'm like, okay. I guess because they didn't meet their revenue in Final Fantasy 13, they had to make more to get some added up a bit, I guess. And then Lightning Returns. Good lord, I don't know where that mess came from. Like I said, I'm not gonna judge Lightning Returns because I haven't finished playing it yet. So yeah, the gameplay is different though. You know, changing like it reminds me of Final Fantasy 10, not 10. Oh wait, yeah, 10-2. It reminds me of 10-2 a bit, where you just change clothes and the powers change with it as well. So yeah, that's it's different, but you know, that's whatever. Enough about Final Fantasy 13. I don't know. I can get more games, but it's just the limit of how many games I can play at once. I like to like stick with one game at a time so I can focus and actually, you know, just give that game my individual attention and not thinking about another game. And I like to play it one at a time. So I'm like, okay, I play this story, and then the next game. I mean, no, I play this story, play it through. I'm immersed in it. I'm focused. I'm just getting like educated and all that stuff. Just it's getting myself attached to the characters and all that. And then the ending comes, and I'm like, oh wow, that was such a twist. And that's the end of it. Go on to the next game and etc. etc. I mean, I didn't do it. I mean, I did do that with Kingdom Hearts, technically. I mean, recently when I was trying to platinum it, I finished the game like literally right after I finished the game. I went to the next one because I was like, okay, platinum this one. Let's move on to the next one because I've played these games tons of times, and you know, I was thinking to myself, you know, this is the last time I'm gonna play these games because I platinumed it. I should be done with it. I platinumed it. So this is the last time until 2.8 or Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out until I play another Kingdom Hearts games because I played it a ton of times on my PS2, PSP, Nintendo, blah blah. So, and then the PS3, and then oh my god, 1.5 was brutal because to platinum it, you had to play the game at least okay, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. You had to play that 3 times to platinum it. And then you had to read Chain of Memories where you had to play 6 times because it's 3 times with Sora and then 3 times with Riku, and I was like, oh my god, really? But the good news is it was kind of half done already because when I first got it, I played through it once, so I only had to do it two more times on Final Mix and then 4 more times on Rechain of Memories. And 358 over 2 is pretty simple, so you just watch the movie. It's kind of, honestly, 358 over 2 days is probably like one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts stories. Because, you know, of Shion and all that. Okay, so basically, oh, and I literally finished Infamous First Light. I finished it yesterday. I platinumed it in one day. I'd never done that before, so that's crazy. I was surprised. I was like, wait, what? I was playing through it. It was fun. I was actually having fun, and then the platinum popped. I was like, what the hell? Where'd that come from? I wasn't trying to platinum it. At least not till like I mean, like in the middle of it, I was trying to platinum it, but then I was just like playing it, and I was just lost track. And I'm like, how did I just platinum this already? Because I was trying to get all the skills, and basically, when you get all the skills, you've already platinumed it. That's because to get all the skills, you have to do all the challenges, which is another trophy. So That, you know, all you have to do, have to do is get all the skills, and you already platinumed it. I didn't even know that until the platinum popped, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. So that was great. I mean, and you got to play through a story mode, but I already did that. So, like, I literally got all the trophies in one day. I didn't see that coming. So I'm done with Infamous First Light. That just surprised me. And I'm just like, at this point, I'm just waiting for Final Fantasy 15 to come out. I have nothing to do. Well, I do play some PC games sometimes and I'm on Discord with some friends, and sometimes we stream. Well, not on my channel. We stream on someone else's channel, and we just, you know, chill and talk and play some games. Also, the same with my PSN. We just play games. Recently, I play Uncharted 4 online. That's like the only online game I play right now. So, nothing. I mean, okay, yeah. Actually, I didn't want to talk about something. It's probably nothing. It's probably just, you know, Microsoft and Xbox, updating the Kingdom Hearts 3 store on their marketplace, but they took it down recently, I've heard, and in the Japan store actually, and people are just getting excited, like, oh yeah, you know, it's gonna be PS4 exclusive after all, who knew? And I'm like, it's a bit too soon to say that. I mean, maybe they just updating it, you know? That's probably all it is. I'm just like, well, there must be some really thirsty people to just notice that right off the bat, that the Japanese store took down Kingdom Hearts 3 off the store. I mean, Jesus. Not that I mean, honestly, I don't care. Do I prefer it to be a PS4 exclusive? Yeah, kinda, but only for reasons, cause like, for optimism, cause you want it to be at the highest level. You don't want it being ported to something else, and then just like dumbed down in some kind of way. I'm not saying that Xbox One is inferior to the PS4. It's not. It's equal. Yeah, it's equal, pretty much, kinda, sorta, whatever. But if a game is being developed for a system, right, and it gets ported over to another system, and they have to be equal if you're gonna sell it at the same price on each system, then they have to be equal. So if you port it over to a system and there's some tweaks and whatever on that side of things, they're going to have to bring that developed version like a little bit down, or whatever, however that works. So me, I'm not a game developer. I don't know how that is. I took game developing in school. I didn't really remember much from it, but yeah, that's how it probably works. So I've heard, and it's all about me. I just want the best possible game, and apparently the best games are the ones that are exclusive, because it's developed for one system, so you don't have to worry about other variables and possibilities that, you know, that could have been, or, you know, all that. So that's me. I don't really care about it, but honestly, it's probably not even it's probably still gonna be on Xbox. It's just, I'm not, until they announce it, I'm not gonna jump to conclusions. And then we got 2.8 coming out, and I've already pre-ordered it. Don't even, like, I already pre-ordered it. It's done. I usually pre-order stuff on Amazon, but I went to GameStop for this. There's just, Amazon's really slacking with the pre-order bonuses, so I mean, you do get it cheaper, but yeah. And okay, and I also want to talk about the channel. The friends I Discord with, I talk on Discord with, and on Skype sometimes. she decided to help out with the channel a bit, like mostly editing stuff, cause I'm mediocre when it comes to editing. She's a professional. She went to school for video editing and all that. She actually, I think she got her degree just last year, so she said she'll help out. And yeah, so the quality should be slightly better, if anything. Okay, not slightly, probably a lot better, because I'm not really good with editing. Anywho, let me see. I hate doing it because I know there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but I can't think of anything now, and then I'm gonna remember it when I end the video, so it's a little weird. I recently the last purchase I made recently was I bought Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive, the movie. If you're gonna play Final Fantasy 15, I recommend that you watch it. It's really good. I liked it. It's probably the best Square Enix movie I've ever seen, because I didn't like Advent Children that much, and Spirits Within was okay, I guess, but I really liked Kingsglaive. It was really good. So I don't know. I heard mixed reviews on it. I don't know why. People said it was confusing. I'm like, I understood it perfectly. I get it. So what's the problem? The only reason it's confusing to people because they really don't. I'm assuming they don't really know what, it's not coming from anywhere. It's Final Fantasy 15, and it's coming from that technically, but no one's played it yet. So I guess they'll get it when they play it, which shouldn't be the case, because I think the setting is during the events of Final Fantasy 15. So it's not like a prequel or anything. I don't think it's not. It probably starts off as a prequel and then leads into during the game. But I think it happens while Noctis is out on his adventure and all that. And these are the events that's happening, in the city and stuff. And I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of action. It was perfect. The story was great. It was a lot of twists. I was like, yeah, this is a really good movie, and I recommend it for everyone who's gonna play Final Fantasy 15, or even if you just like, that kind of movie, just go see it. It's great. It comes out, I believe, October 5th on Blu-ray, but I got it on PSN for about, what is it, $15. There's also a bundle where that gives you Advent Children and Spirits Within for like $25, so I'd check that out. And yeah, it was a really good movie, so I recommend it. Let's see, other than that, there's really no other games to play except for Tomb Raider that I plan on getting, that I already said I was gonna get. So there's really nothing to play. So I'll probably just upload some. I'm gonna maybe some Infamous First Light videos, because there's really nothing else to upload that you guys really haven't seen before. I probably would have uploaded Kingdom Hearts vids, but I don't have the recording thing for PS3, so really no point. And there's just tons of Kingdom Hearts videos on YouTube, so it really wouldn't make a difference. I do have a lot of games on my hard drive, but nothing worth mentioning, I guess. I did want to play Transistor because my friend, she actually recommended it, and it has a great soundtrack. I admit that. And I played it a bit. The story looks interesting. The gameplay was a little. I mean, it looks like it's good, but it's just not the kind of game I'm into. But I'm gonna try it again, just to finish it. And but I really love the soundtrack. I dig it. And what else? And there's Journey, but I've already played that on PS3, so it's whatever at this point. if you guys don't know about Journey, it's from the makers of Flower, which I also played, and you guys, yeah, I put the video on Flower as well, so I uploaded a video of Flower, so now there's really, other than that, there's really no games that interest me, except for like the usual free PlayStation Plus games that are really that good. I still don't know why they're charging $60, and not to mention PSN was down for like a few minutes, oh not a few minutes, like a few hours yesterday, and it makes you wonder what we're paying for it, honestly. And PC has free internet, and PlayStation had the cheapest console internet service thing available until they raised it, so yeah, it makes you wonder what we're paying for. So I guess in the end we'll see. Hopefully they'll add some stuff, but and I'm also looking forward to this update 4.0. I know some of my friends already had the beta and stuff, and they tried it out. They said it was great. I've seen videos of the update, and I'm looking forward to it. I want to get a real beta, because I signed up for beta, but I guess they didn't. They said nope, you can't have it. So I'll just have to wait until the official one comes out, whenever that is. So I'm assuming they'll probably just pop it out during that event that they have on the 7th. They'll probably just surprise us. But that's just wishful thinking. It's the ideal time to do it, but who knows? I'm really looking forward to the event, because Sony is really slipping right now. They are just, I guess they're getting cocky. They got cocky, and now it's just, like how like how someone just, thinks they're, what's the best way to put it? How someone is like really attractive or something, and then the problem is that they know they're attractive, or they know they're a genius, and the problem is that they know they're a genius. So kind of like Kanye West. There we go. The problem is he probably knows he's a genius, even though personally I don't think he's a genius, but it's kind of how it is. So I think that's about it. There's nothing really much to talk about. And I'm pretty sure by the time I stop recording, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. And yeah, but there's really nothing else going on. So if there's anything else going on, I'll probably make a really short video if I remember anything I forgot. Probably like 3 minutes. So there's really nothing else to talk about. Oh, actually, yeah, there is. I'm actually looking for, if anyone knows anything about like a good music site to get non-copyrighted music that, not that I don't really care about the copyright part, because my channel isn't monetized or anything, so I don't have to worry about that much. Otherwise, they'll either put ads on it that I don't really care about, or they would force me to take it down if I don't want ads on it. I mean, take out the music if I don't want ads on it. So either or, I don't really care. It's not like I'm getting strikes or anything, because it's not monetized, so it's whatever. So if anyone knows any sites or just have any music and channel that won't be copyrighted or stuff like that, just let me know. And I'll probably just use it or put it on my channel with permission, of course. It's whatever. I don't like to take music or whatever like that without permission. So I guess that's about it. I will see you guys around. I will try to keep up to date this time. I'll be uploading videos regularly, probably once every 2-3 days, and the update, like I said, will probably be a monthly thing probably, because I just don't have the time anymore. So we'll see how it goes, and I will talk to you guys later. Alright, Omni out. Bye.